Colton Herta on the right of your screen. Alex Palou in the yellow car. Here we go. Green in Detroit as Mark Royce, the president of GM, waves the green. We're away and they fly down towards turn 3. This is a tricky corner. Herta's got the inside. That's the preferential line. Oh, and Will Power gets tagged.
By who? Santino Ferrucci, and it leads to a 4-car stack-up. Pato Award, Alexander Rossi, Linus Lundqvist, along with the 2 Dale Coyne cars of Vautier and Harvey. Cautions out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars.
Rossi's had a lot of experience with reverse so far this weekend. He's got it going. So does Pato Award. Ferrucci's around.
Reverse.
But let's go back on the replay and see what happened to Power.
Watch the left.
Cannot get reverse.
Look to the left. Power's in that red and white car.
Oh, Power got the back stepped out a little bit. Oh, he got hit by Pato Award?
No,
or is that
Pourchaire.
Pourchaire?
Pourchaire stuck in the middle of a 3-wide battle. You see that's the orange and black car. Middle of your screen there. Is that Lundgaard trying to go down the inside?
Yeah.
Creates a bit of a bottleneck.
Pourchaire had nowhere to go. He had to take some evasive action as Marcus Ericsson.
So you can just focus on full attack, and Herta's on the gas.
He's on a jump right now is Colton Herta, and I think that played out really well for him, Diff. He's got 5 car lengths as they come down that straight.
And watch Joseph Newgarden, the 2-time Indy 500 champion, that red car, because he has got Kyle Kirkwood coming up the inside, heading to turn 3. They're all defending. Kirkwood goes to the outside, has to try and change lanes. There's contact there. Newgarden goes long. Kirkwood's on the inside.
Kirkwood's going to get Newgarden there. He's going to push him wide. He'll have the line into turn 4. Scott Dixon now defending in the blue and orange car behind Newgarden, but it's still Colton out front.
Alex Palou, in the space of a commercial break, has gone from being on Colton Herta's gearbox to just flailing and dropping to 7th place in this race. Let's check in with Dylan Welsh.
And Scott McLaughlin passed him for 2nd, which started this freight train backwards for Palou.
The reason why we're under a 2nd full course caution here in Detroit, watch closely. It involves 3 cars, Santino Ferrucci, Elio Castro Neves, and then the rookie Kiffin Simpson at the back in the blue and yellow car has nowhere to go. Watch this. Boom.
14.
Track is clean and clear, and Herta leads them, and watch that car in 3rd place. Watch Kyle Kirkwood working on Scotty Mack, pops out of the draft.
This is the phase where those alternates are going to have the advantage over the primary. Kirkwood's got a strike now if he wants to make a move. Dixon side by side with Pourchaire gets checked up by Newgarden. If there's a chance that our resident weatherman Marty Snyder might be mistaken and we get some proper rain here, well,
here's a proper pass. Here's a proper pass. Joseph Newgarden on Kyle Kirkwood at turn 3. That was for 3rd place.
What I was going to say as we see that pass happen is if it rains proper and rain tires ever have to be used, the tire rule goes out the window.
Yeah. What happened to Scotty Mack?
Sounds like a little bit of rear lock in there, Townsend, on the way in.
Started with left front lock.
This is a disaster for the 26 crew. You see drivers peeling in that didn't come in last time.
Guess who didn't? Guess who didn't? Lundgaard stayed out. Here's Palou. Kevin. Uh-oh.
But still difficult for a car on the wet tires. Elio Castro Neves. And you can see who's on what tire right there on the pylon.
Here we go, back straight, back to green, with a mix of wet and dry weather tires, and Kyle Kirkwood takes the fight to Christian Lundgaard. How's this turn 3 going to shape up? More so, the exit. What's the exit of this turn going to be like? Power on the inside. Oh, and hits VK.
I think Power almost got backwards. VK is the one that turns around. Question is, did he stall?
His failure.
This is how it went down from Will Power's point of view.
They go 3 wide, Power up the inside. Actually, initially I thought that was Power's fault, but Rinus VK came arcing across the bow of Power, so I don't put that on Power at all. In fact,
Alex Palou debated it until the very last moment. He gets off the wet Firestones back onto the primaries.
Oh
He's second
no!
up pit lane.
Oh no! Joseph Newgarden ran over the wheel gun, and it threw him into the wall. One of the pit crew members was scrambling. Watch the hose and the gun. So here's Lundgaard first, and he hits the tire of the front right changer. Didn't hit the changer, but hit the tire. It's Newgarden in that box behind that you're watching on his release.
It's so slick down here in pit lane, guys. When it's wet, this concrete section, almost no grip at all. So we're seeing now the two getting serviced, and they just didn't get the gun back fast enough. Look at how quick the reaction was.
Oh,
my goodness.
so close.
All right, here we go. Back straight. Kyle Kirkwood in the AutoNation Honda leads Scott Dixon in the PNC Bank Honda. Then Marcus Ericsson and Romain Grosjean. They are all on the same strategy. They all pitted the last time. Here, popping out of the draft, Alexander Rossi into turn 3.
Now it may have stopped raining, but it's still slick. The track will have lost a bit of grip, will have cooled down, but Rossi making the outside work in turn 3 on Grosjean. Now Palou looking on the inside of Tristan Vautier.
There's the Gainbridge Honda of Colton Herta, the yellow, white, and black car on the inside of Palou, and then takes himself out of it. Oh my goodness, almost hit Vautier. That's frustration boiling over.
I don't think Colton Herta needed to do that as fast as his race car was.
So this was turn 4. Can't make it too wide through there. Then on the gas. Hits the brakes, just had no grip.
I mean, Vautier, what a brilliant job avoiding massive contact. I'm really impressed he saw that coming. This guy hasn't raced in IndyCar for 8 years.
Really wanted to check on Chris Adams, who's the air jackman for Christian Lundgaard. He is fine. Said he had a little cut on his shin there, and you see the AMR safety team helping him out here. And he said, I'm not going to miss a stop. I'm all good. It's just a little boo-boo.
I think Will Power is about to go apoplectic. He has received another penalty, and he's got to go to the back of the field for service in a closed pit.
He's already at the back of the field, so.
Here we go, back straight, let's go.
Nice jump from Kirkwood as the green flag waves. Dixon in line, Ericsson behind that, but you called it, Diff. Alex Rossi, that orange and white McLaren, looking to line up the 28.
Goes to the outside of Marcus Ericsson. It's the long way round. Ericsson drives him a little long. Oh, big contact. Lundgaard and Grosjean smash each other in turn 3.
Lundgaard's pinning Grosjean. Oh, Lundgaard trying to reverse off the pin move.
Where it has been a bit of a crash fest. Watch this. Christian Lundgaard into Romain Grosjean, and the Root Honda there closest to us on camera. Marcus Armstrong had nowhere to go, and his teammate, Linus Lundqvist, got caught up at the back there. No contact, but just couldn't steer around it.
Caution light on as Colton Herta approaches the brake zone.
Oh.
And he slams Ferrucci. And with Palou and Dixon, you've got one that stayed out and one in Scott Dixon that pitted here. So if Dixon pulls off yet another Dixie upset, those points could be near level.
Are they going to be saying, how did he do it again? Let's go back racing. Cross your fingers, folks. We want to get through that first hairpin, which is turn 3, all cleanly. Alexander Rossi is lining up Marcus Ericsson again. Watch the cars second and third. Rossi likes that outside line, but Ericsson's going to make him wait for it. Inside goes Rosenqvist. There's another collision. Theo Pourchaire couldn't get that car pulled up fast enough. Another collision, but not a caution. Just got word from race control. Joseph Newgarden, the Indy 500 champ, drive-through penalty for that pit box infraction. And that moment, that was pretty scary.
Well, there we go. Stingray Robb into the tires. I don't know if that's going to be a penalty or not. Got pretty far up alongside, wouldn't you say? I don't think Dixon will defend Herta much if he makes his attempt to get on that lead lap.
Green to go. Colton Herta's 20th and 1 lap down. So look for that Gainbridge Honda to try and get by Scott Dixon as quickly as he can, if he can. Dixon's not hanging about, though.
No, but Dixon's going to have to go into fuel save mode pretty soon here. Colton Herta, on the other hand, is going to try to make some moves, get that lap back, and hope for a yellow.
Oh, around goes Joseph Newgarden. Spins and blocks the track for Alex Palou.
Championship leader stopped on the racetrack. The caution is out once again.
Watch again what happened.
Finish his 5th coming into this as Newgarden simply gets into the back of Kyle Kirkwood and sort of spins himself out, and then Palou's got nowhere to go. We'll get an answer. Dixon's got an onboard. We'll find out soon enough if he's saving fuel.
Let's go. And Colton Herta gets another chance to try and unlap himself. Very quickly on the inside was Kyle Kirkwood. See that pink and white and black car on the right? 5 cars back. He's already cleared Tristan Vautier. And Ericsson, his teammates behind him. And then Alexander Rossi.
Linus Lundqvist is the next. Oh!
Good work from Alex Rossi there to avoid Ericsson. He had to switch one side to the other. A little further up the order in the top 10, we go back to the Delaware Live Honda of Marcus Ericsson. This is how he got by his teammate Kyle Kirkwood. Kyle couldn't fight it, didn't fight it.
That was unusual.
Yeah, it's almost like Kyle kind of saw him coming and wasn't sure he was going to make the corner and decided to just open him up.
Just asked how many laps to go. He's chewed up 20 seconds over the last couple of laps. Dixon on Herder. He's trying to get by the Gamebridge Honda. He's frustrated. He wants to clear him because he knows the others are coming.
Colton doing the right thing there, getting out of the throttle, letting Dixon, as the race leader, take it.
It's not a pass for position, but that pass might seal the win for Scott Dixon.
Definitely going to help having that buffer there now in between himself and the pursuing race cars.
Well, if Dixon can hang on for 2 more laps, he's going to be within 9 wins of tying AJ Foyt. However, in the bigger picture, Scott Dixon takes the championship lead, and he is trying to get a 7th title. Who has 7 titles?
Oh, here comes the
AJ
lunge.
Foyt. Here's Ericsson on the inside for 2nd. The 2 Marcuses, but it's Ericsson in front.
Really nice pass from Marcus Ericsson from way back. Same move he put on his teammate Kyle Kirkwood, but I'll go back to the pass that Scott Dixon made on Colton Herta to get ahead, to get away from Ericsson. It might just be enough, but Ericsson now with clean air. It'll be 1 lap to go at the line, and Ericsson will be pushing with everything he's got.
Under 2 miles, I don't think there's time to close down a 2-second gap. Great drive from Marcus Ericsson to get himself into this position, but Dixon has taken the white flag.
1.6 miles to go. Ericsson's got, what, 11 seconds of push to pass left. Dixon, the fuel-saving master, the race-winning master, is so close to becoming this season's first multi-time winner. He won on the famed streets of Long Beach. And here on the streets of Detroit, Scott Dixon. Just that calm voice of Mike Hull on the radio, the managing director of Chip Ganassi Racing, the way that they can just tiptoe through the chaos and stick to their plan.
And the confidence in the numbers, knowing the fuel that they have, knowing the fuel their driver is able to achieve while maintaining pace, just like Long Beach. He appears to have done it again.
And the 43-year-old New Zealander in a couple of weeks will be racing at the biggest sports car race in the world at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. But right here in the Motor City, Scott Dixon and Chip Ganassi Racing win. They spoil the GM party. Dixon, double win on the season. Ericsson, best result of the season.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.